Hey everyone, how's everybody's Monday going? I'm trying to work on some of these orders that I have for the Grinch hands, and I am falling so behind till it's not even funny, y'all. Not funny. So I decided I would come on here while I'm doing these just to chit chat a little bit and see what everybody's up to. So I know I've had a few asking about my virtual paint party that I thought that I would kind of have already going by now. I hope y'all can hear me because I'm kind of far from the camera, from the phone. If you can't hear me, how about comment below that you can't hear my big mouth, and I'll try to talk a little bit louder. But I wanted to come on here and just kind of talk about it and see what you guys think about it and explain the little link that I've got posted on my page for my virtual paint party and my, what do I call that thing, y'all? My inside scoop. My inside scoop. But those links are specifically that for you to just to sign up. It says subscribe, but it's not something for you to like subscribe for the membership or anything like that. What those links are for, I'm trying to figure out which one's my back and which one's my front, guys. I did pretty good on cutting this and kind of cut exactly on my lines, which doesn't happen too often. I think this is the back. But what those links are for is for you to put in your email, and then you would get notified for when my virtual paint party opens and notified of when my inside scoop opens. Christina, what are you using to put the paint on there? That works awesome. It's a little sponge from Walmart. I actually buy these, I think they're like 47 cents or 57 cents. So it's really cheap. I like them to do like my base coats with, because to me it puts a really, I don't know, it puts a real smooth coat on there and you don't have to worry about any paintbrush lines. So that's what I always use for my base coats. And I'll show you in a minute when I get this one. It is like, it gets the edges real quick. So, but yeah, they're just the little sponges, and that's why I always end up with paint all over my hands. But I was hoping I would have my virtual paint party for the fall truck ready to go by now with my website, but y'all, I haven't been able to do my part on that, so I'm hoping this afternoon I can get it. And I know every time I come on here, I'm always saying the same thing. Thank you. I feel like everybody else that I watch doing the paint videos are so much faster than me. But this is the way I get my edges with the sponges, and you can see that it really, I don't know, I just love the way it does. It's a lot faster to me than paintbrush. Which now if you don't paint your backs, then it kind of makes a mess on the back. But I always paint my backs anyway. And then, you know, I just do the edges to get the paint off of it. But you see how it makes a real mess on the back? So if you're not going to paint your back, might not be the best thing to use. But like I paint my back, and I always highly recommend, you know, for other people to paint their back if they're selling these. But that's what my email, that's what the little link to do your email is for on my page, y'all. Yeah, I was supposed to have these done and shipped like by last week. I'm telling you, I'm falling so behind. Oh, the kids start school, what, the 20th? So by then, maybe after they get gone and I've got my days to myself, I will be able to get rolling, and y'all will be able to see me more, and I can do some more videos and be in my groups a little bit more. If y'all haven't joined my free Facebook group for painting and stuff, it's called Door Hanger Headquarters. y'all skip on over there. I've got a link posted or a pinned post to the top of my page. Hop on over there and join. And y'all, I always sand my first coat because it just makes it a little bit smoother. Hey Gabby girl, you don't have to do this. I don't know if it's just this particular kind of wood that I use. This is birch wood. It's the 1/2 inch. But after I put that first coat on there, it just has like, and I've explained this before to everyone, but I don't know, it makes it smoother. So I like to go over my first coat with, hit it with a sandpaper a little bit. You don't have to do this either, but my poor sandpaper, y'all. Look how pitiful that thing is. That's awful. Ooh, and that's not dry. Let me get my blow dryer, y'all. My pretty blow dryer. Can't come this way because my camera stands there. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, these are for the Grinch hands. I hope I'm not getting red paint on these because these are finished. And you might see a little shine on there, but that's because I've already sprayed these with gloss. But, like these are the ornaments that hangs on the bottom with the initials on there. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, y'all, I'm going to dry these just a little bit with my pretty blow dryer. All my locals, y'all, still want to get some paint parties going on. So if anybody that's local that wants to have a paint party, you can message me. And I'm still trying to work out the details on that. What I was thinking was having, like, just letting someone, whoever hosts, have certain ones to pick out, or either pick out, no, how was I doing it, y'all? I think I was going to let everybody just choose anything off of my page. But I think that's going to be a little bit, I don't know, a little bit too much to handle. So what I'm going to do is, like, for fall, for my paint parties, is have maybe about 3 designs that they can choose from. And that would be a little bit easier on me to kind of keep up with the designs. And y'all, just like all the other paint, you have to do a second coat. And sometimes, depending on the wood grain, how dark the wood grain is on my wood, sometimes I have to do 3 coats. But if you're local and you would like more information on hosting a paint party, just message me. Now my kiddos are outside. They got a cooler and they put water in it and they have their bathing suits on. All summer long we've had our pool and they hadn't really been too much into the pool. Well then, over the weekend, guess what? Our pump burned up. So, we have no pool right now. But since we have no pool, they want to get wet. So they've decided to do the little cooler thing. So I said, go ahead, go for it. So anything in particular for fall you guys would like to see? I know I want to, I think I'm going to do a new design with a wheelbarrow with some pumpkins in it. And And I got to do some more, a new pumpkin design. Because y'all, I haven't been able to do no new designs in 2 or 3 years. Alright, I'm going to blow dry these real quick. So. So if it was the front, I would definitely do one more coat, but since it's the back, I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the front. Love the wheelbarrow idea. Thank you, Heidi. I think I'm gonna try to get that cut out and stuff maybe the weekend. I'm gonna let those sit there until I get to them. So I'm gonna try it. It'll be a new design, and like I said, I haven't been able to do a lot of new designs lately. So, I really want to. And when you're doing with the sponge, you kind of want to keep on running your hands around the edges because sometimes the paint will get on the edge and you don't want that to build up. And I'm not going over the top part because that's going to be painted white. And the thing with using the sponge is sometimes, I mean, it gets on other spots, other places that you're not going to want that color, but I try to sand it off the best I can, and most of the time whatever color I'm covering it with, it covers the other paint, so it's not a big deal. Not to me, it's not. I know I haven't been on here long for a while. See that? Just got, I've done painted up. I think that's alright. Sand it out and it'll be just fine. But yeah, it's been so crazy. So crazy. And I'm always painting Grinch hands. These things sell all year long, which I'm glad to, because during the most of the time during Christmas I had to cut off orders because I have so many, because you know it's just me and I'm the one that does all the drawing and the cutting and the sanding and the painting. What would they call it? I'm a one-woman show. So I fall behind 99% of the time. Yes, I do. I cut everything that I make. I use a little jigsaw. Yep. Well, welcome. Let me see. What is your name? I can't really see it. Oh my gracious. I'm not even going to try your name, honey. O'Reilly, Alessia. But thank you for joining me. I just thought I would hop on here real quick while I'm doing these ornaments for the Grinch hands. If y'all can see this, I don't know if you can see it, but when I sand this, can y'all see like all those little pieces? let me see if it'll work better with the light bright or maybe the light off. But see, that's why I sand it. And like I said, it may just be this wood because I used to use the 1/4 inch wood and I didn't have to do this. But can you see all that? Like right here, I can still feel the roughness of the wood. So I think it's just this wood. But it makes it smoother when I sand it. You see, it just gives it such a smooth finish. I got to do a watermelon slice and a pumpkin this week, so I'm hoping I can come live while I'm doing those. I've been doing this for, this October I think will be 5 years. Yeah, and I've never done a watermelon slice. I've cut the design out for Vacation Bible School one year. But as in actually painting one, I have not painted a watermelon. That's pretty sad, isn't it? But I got an order for one, so I'm going to try to come on live and paint that with you guys. I've got to get a different piece of sandpaper. This is going to get the best of me. I'm fighting with it. But I'm about done. So no need to change it now. Hello everyone. Gracious, I wish I was doing something a little bit more exciting with all of y'all on here. I'm just going to blow dry it to get all the pieces away so it don't get back in the paint. Hey, Aunt Mary. Oh, thank you. It runs in the family. So who's on here that would be interested in doing the virtual paint party? I posted what the September piece would be. It's the little fall truck with the pumpkins in the back of it. Like I said, I'm going to try to get on my website tonight and get things straight that my VA's waiting on me to do. And so maybe I can have that ready to launch by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Oh, thank you. Yes, it is a lot of work. It almost makes me want to, because after everybody's doing lives and painting these door hangers, and they don't like have to sand theirs, and they don't do the edges or paint the backs, it almost makes me want to just not do the edges and not paint the back and switch to the 1/4 inch wood so I don't have to do the sanding after the base coats. But I don't know, I just cannot get away from my my 1/2 inch wood because it just seems so, the quality just seems so much better. And I've had so many of my customers, you know, compliment it and really love the 1/2 inch because of I guess it's a little bit heavier than the 1/4 inch, so it don't swing and the wind don't blow it as much as the thinner wood. But it is. It is a lot of work. Alright, now I think I'm going to have to put one more coat on top of this. This is the front, so I definitely don't want no wood showing. One more coat, and I love to get my coats dry in between, because a lot of times if you don't, you just kind of like start pushing the paint around. So hello Patty. So I always try to get my coats in between just dried before I apply another coat. And I'm going to show y'all in just a minute how smooth these are when one's completely dried. Like I said, you know, I've gotten so used to using the sponge to, unless I'm doing something that has a lot of smaller spaces and the base coat's not that big, then I may just use a paintbrush. I think for like those little love signs, a lot of times I use a paintbrush for those. Like I did one for school, and I did one that spells out love with like the pineapple and the flip-flops. With little space like that, then it's almost easier to use a paintbrush, because, you know, like I said, a sponge kind of gets on a lot of space that's not supposed to be there. If that makes sense. I might not even be wording that right. Alright, one more, y'all, and then we'll get to add the white to the top. And I kind of just paint with the way I want to. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Well, let me dry this. I'm going to show you how smooth this is. Hello, Miss Betty. Hey, Tira. Hey, Robin. Thank you guys for dropping in. Alright, y'all, check this out. See how smooth that is? I don't know that light. Let me test the light out. Let me see. Sorry for the wibble wobble. The wobbly wiggle, whatever. But do I need to go back? Do you see how smooth that is? And there's like no lines. Like no paintbrush lines at all. I don't know, I just love the smoothness that the sponge gives it. So if you haven't tried the sponge on doing a base coat, you know, of course you can't get in there and do little designs with a sponge, but just doing the base coats, y'all try the sponge. And I find it to be, you know, more quicker, faster than a paintbrush, because you can cover more space. And then you don't have to worry, this one's not dry. Then you don't have to worry about all the paintbrush strokes. Because if you ever paint with a paintbrush, you'll notice that sometimes it does it just does a build up. And with the sponges, you don't have that problem. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. So now I'm going to add the white to the top. And if you've ever seen my Grinch hands with the ornaments, you know, I have the white up here, and then I have the green dots. And I use I think they call these little things a dabber. It's a sponge dabber. I cheat. I cheat. I use the dabber to put the dots on there. It's just easier and faster, and I need fast, y'all. I gotta have fast. And I've got red paint all over my fingers. Let me try to get some of this off. Which is alright, because if I was gonna use a sponge to do something else, I would try to definitely get it all off. But alright, so let's get the white going on. The thing I hate about painting with red, though, is red bleeds through. Red will bleed through white, and like, it won't bleed through, and you think you're good to go, and then if you have to add a sealer to it, like a gloss finish, which I do, that's when it bleeds through. I don't know what that gloss does to it, but it just pulls that red through. So that's why when I'm painting red and having to put like the white on here, that's one of the downfalls with the sponge. And like I said, you can sand it off if you want to take the time to sand it all off. But when you're painting the white over the red and you're spraying it with a gloss, just do thin coats, because if you put it on there too thick, it is going to make that red bleed through that white like crazy. But of course, that's going to have probably at least 2 more coats. I usually do about 3 to 4 coats on the white. And one reason is because I know it bleeds. So I'd rather do the extra coats now instead of after I spray it and have it ready to go and have to mess with it. Alright. Ooh, y'all see me shake? This shimmy shaking. I get a little nervous. I don't know how I'm going to be when I get a little bit in the age. My head up in here. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright. I got to make these suckers straight as best as possible. Okay, Megan. Megan, what was it that I seen you do? Girl, see there, you got a hidden talent you didn't know you had, I bet. What was it that I seen you do? It was a door hanger. I was like, go ahead, Megan. And I'm talking away and I just made that side a lopsided. Alright, so of course we gotta dry it. But they start to look like ornaments now. Hey, Tira. Tira Shady, y'all. If y'all haven't checked her out, I shared a live video that she did earlier. She makes like handmade earrings that are gorgeous. I shared it on here and my personal page. So if y'all haven't checked her out, click on the link and go check her out. She does awesome work. let's get another coat. This is what gets me boring, is when I have to put 2 or 3 coats and sometimes 4 coats over the same thing. I'm like, oh, I just get so tired of doing coats after coats after coats. But sometimes you have to do it. That's like even with my dabber. When I put the dots on there, I probably have to do at least 2 coats on the dots. It's like everything has to be coated at least 2 or 3 times. I don't know if it's the paint, but it's like every paint that I've ever tried still has to apply more than just 1 coat. And with this white, like I said, that red will bleed through. Alright, so yep, it's going to have to take 1 coat. But while we're waiting on that to dry instead of me drying it, I'm going to go ahead and start putting the green dots on here. Keep 2 in 1. Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? If you're just hopping on and you don't know who I am, my name is Trina Kulick. I am the owner and designer at Trina Kulick Designs, where I paint and cut wooden door hangers. Hello, Miss Linda. Alright, like I said, this is just a little sponge dabber, dauber, however you want to say it. And I'm just, the way I do it, I kind of get it on there and then I dab it because I don't want it too thick at one time. And I start in the middle. With these anyway. I really don't do the triangle thing or. And when you're using these dabbers, you don't want to press too hard and you don't want to go down like too fast, because if you do, guess what's going to happen? It's going to splatter all over your work. Because I have done that. I have had little green dots all over these things before and realized what I was doing. I was like, oh, I got to slow my roll down. Alright. The only thing I don't like about these little sponges is they do leave like little bubbles, but it seems like if once you hit them with air, it kind of like pops the little bubbles. Oh, let me see. What kind of paint do you use for this type of work? It's my first time watching. I never seen anything like this before. Thank you very much. Oh, a lot of the paint that I use is just the regular acrylic paint from Walmart. And then like with my white, this is the exterior paint, the Color Place from Walmart. And I get like the Deco Art paint, like acrylic paints from Hobby Lobby, and then I've got picked some up from Michael's, and so just a lot of acrylic paints. If you didn't use acrylic paint and you used just exterior paint, then you could skip the step of having to spray a gloss on it, which that would be awesome. There's this awesome painter, Debbie Poole. If you haven't seen her with DLP Designs, y'all need to go check her out. I love watching her. What, baby?
Ela didn't help making the pool.
Okay, we're going in while I'm doing live. But if you don't use the acrylic paint and use the exterior paint, like I said, you wouldn't have to add a clear gloss to it. But yeah, I just used acrylic paints from Walmart, the Apple Barrel, or the Deco Art, or the Folk Art. The only thing with the Apple Barrels, there's sometimes that you will buy some and it's just so thin. It is so watered down, so you have to kind of watch that when you buy it. Kind of shake it while you're in the store before you get it. And if it seems a little watery, you don't want that bottle. Because that is a disaster. You don't want the watery paint. thicker the better, because then you don't, I don't know, it just covers more when you got a little bit thicker paint. But those are the paints that I use mainly, and I use this the Apple Barrel. But the more and more I start using the folk art and Deca art stuff, the more I'm kind of liking those a little bit better, because I think they're a little bit of a thicker paint. It's just I have so much of the Apple Barrel already, I'm not just going to toss them out. So, and then there's some colors for Apple Barrel that I like, and I can't find that color in a different one, so I'm just going to stick with it. But yeah, paint, you just kind of have to try different ones and see which one works the best for you.
Hello.
They must be bored outside now, they're done. My paint is getting thick on my sponge. And if these look like different sizes to y'all, that's because it is. This is the large. These two are for the large Grinch, and then these three are for the small Grinch hands, because I do offer those in 2 different sizes. Alright. Let me try to get this out. Hello, Wendy. And I got some red that's fell off of my fingers onto my white there. As you can see, the dots. My name is Trina Kulick. I'm from South Carolina, in a little area they call Barano. I think they used to call this little area God's Country, or something like that. I'm not sure. But I'm originally from a little town called Scranton, which is only about 15 minutes away from here. So. And when my sponge starts getting a little bit too much on there, I kind of just take it and press down to kind of get some of that paint off. Because once it starts building up too much on the edges, it'll like leave a round spot around your dot. And I'm not too crazy over the way that looks when that happens. So that's the way I kind of control that a little bit. And yeah, look at that. That is clunky paint. Clunky paint. Look at it. Definitely don't want that in there. But that happens a lot with this Apple Barrel paint. And I can promise you, if there's a bottle out there that's got the clunkiness in it, this girl right here is going to pick it up. Alright, let's see if that's all out. I think there's a piece there. It is. Yeah, I'm a messy painter. I get it everywhere, y'all. That's why 99% of the time you see me with clothes on that's got paint. Yep, and there's a clunk. Can't be doing no clunks, y'all. Gotta get them clunks out. I'm kind of scared to use this bottle. Not be full of clumps, which it is about gone. Oh Lord, I'm gonna knock myself out on my light. Let me go ahead and get a new bottle, so I don't have to worry about the clunkiness coming out. All right, that looks better. if I don't already have like clumps all in my sponge. Let's hope not. I just, like I said, I just kind of space these out to where I want them. But now I just kind of put them where I had them to begin with, because when they're orders, I kind of try to get them the exact same way that is showing in my picture on my Etsy shop. So and like I said, I'm gonna have to go over these 2 or 3 times, maybe just one more time, put 2 coats on there. Alright, got to dry 'em, y'all. Y'all don't ever leave your blow dryer hitting in one spot, because it will make your paint start bubbling up. It'll just make a hot mess for you. But that's why you always see me kind of moving the blow dryer. Let me see if I got those dry enough to put one more coat. But yeah, I'm going to explain everything a little bit more to you again real quick, and then I'm going to hop off of here. I just wanted to come on while I was kind of trying to get these orders done, to let everyone know about the links that I shared on my page, to subscribe, to get notified for when my virtual paint party opens. And there's one also to get notified for when my Inside Scoop group opens. And for my new people, the virtual paint party is going to be where you get a blank door hanger shipped to you. Yeah, I got a hair going on there. And that is going to be the, did I just get that on my face? The fall truck design that I shared earlier this week, or was it last week? Alright, these are not done. But I will ship those to your home, and you will be part of a Facebook group, and I will go live and paint it with you. And that will be a monthly subscription, you know, but like I told you before, you can cancel anytime. It's very simple and easy to cancel. And then my Inside Scoop, that is where I actually teach you how to get your templates and how to get them on your wood and how to cut them, how to paint them. Teach you everything you need to know about how to make your own wooden door hangers. If you want to make them for yourself, or if you're thinking about, you know, making them to sell them, I will teach you everything I know. And we're also going to have some guest painters in that group, the Inside Scoop, where they're going to come in, and I'm going to have different ones teach you like hand lettering. There's going to be some in there that's going to do some of the tutorials for the door hangers. Let's see what else. I have one I'm very excited about that have y'all seen the videos that's going around with the paint pouring? Well, she said that she would come in, she would do a video and show you guys how to do the paint pouring, which I'm pretty super excited about, because I would love to do that just for fun, just to see how, I don't know, that just looks so much fun. So, but she's going to come in one month, but each month will be different. Each month will have a different guest, and each month, you know, every month I will do a door hanger myself. and go through it and show you how to do it. But yeah, so that's what that's about, and just click on that link for the Inside Scoop and leave your email on there for me, and when that launches, I will send you an email letting you know when it's ready to sign. You can sign up. Same with the virtual paint party. And I want to say that my VA's got it set up to after you leave, like your email, I want to say you get like a welcome email, and it kind of tells you all the details. I missed the first part of the live. What are these? Are you working? These are the ornaments that goes in on the Grinch hands, Wendy. Yeah, so cause I've done got the Grinch hands painted. This is one of the small, but they're the ornaments that hang off the Grinch hand. Whew. So that, y'all, is what I wanted to come on here and tell you about, and just diddle daddle with you while I'm doing these. So if you have any questions, you can comment or you can message me, and I will be more than happy to give you more details. And like I said, if you the emails are through MailChimp, I think is what it's called. So you can find those on my page. You can just click on that link and do your email if that's what you want to do. And like I said, I think you get a welcome email, and it gives you all the details of what each one has to offer. But my first one that's going to launch is going to be the virtual paint party, and I'm still working on getting everything set up and all the guests for the Inside Scoop. So once that's done, maybe I can get that launched sometime in September maybe. But anyway, but yeah guys, so thank y'all so much for joining me. I have been so excited because I don't think I've ever had that many views at one time. So thank y'all so much, and y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to finish these little things so I can get these things ready to ship. Alright, and y'all join me one day this week. I'll let you know, because like I said, I've got a pumpkin to paint and I've got a watermelon. And I've never done a watermelon, so that's going to be a little bit exciting for me. I love doing new things I haven't done yet. But anyway, I hope y'all join me then. Thanks, guys.